Dear students, good afternoon everyone. In a previous class, we learned about active and passive voice. In a previous class, we learned about active and passive voice in simple present. In previous class, we learned about active and passive voice in simple past tense and active and passive voice in simple future tense. While teaching about active and passive voice, I mean how to change from active to passive in simple present, in simple past, and simple future. I gave a lot of idea how to change from active to passive voice. And I brought to your notice one important formula. I told you to change from active to passive with the help of the formula, right? As I told you in previous class, with the help of the formula like object plus helping verb plus main verb in bracket past participle plus by plus subject, right? With this formula, we have to change from active to passive voice. This we learned in previous session, but not in today's session. In today's session or in today's period, we are going to learn about active to passive, how to change from active to passive when it comes to present continuous and when it comes to past continuous tense. Every tense has its own importance, every tense has its own helping verbs, right? On the basis of the helping verbs, we should change from active to passive voice. Before we change from active to passive, we should remember a few important things. We should understand what does the formula include, what important things, what important items does the formula include. First object, then helping verb, plus main verb, plus in verb, in bracket past participle, plus by subject. That's about the previous tenses. I mean, simple present, simple past, and simple future. In today's session, we are going to change from active to passive in terms of present continuous and past continuous tense. See, let's take a look at the first example. I am preparing food. See, I am preparing food. This is present continuous tense. This is affirmative sentence. This is active voice. In active voice, the door of the action is very important. Who is the door of the action? In this sentence, I is the door of the action. Food. In this sentence, food is the object. Here, food is the receiver of the action. So, I is the subject. See, to change from active to passive, first we should find out which is the object in the given sentence. After that, we should find out which is the main one. After that, we should use the subject. We should find out the subject. See, the first, we should find out the object. Who is the object? Preparing is the verb. Am is the helping verb. And I is the subject. Now, we have found out that which subject is. Now, we have found out which object is. Now, we have found out which helping verb is. And after that, we have found out that which subject is in this sentence. Now, we should change from active to passive. How? First, according to the formula, we should take first object. Object is. Say, dear students, let me tell you, the present continuous tense has the three important helping verbs. Am, is, are. Am, is, are. The present continuous tense has three helping verbs. To change from active to passive, we should concentrate on the three important helping verbs. Am, is, are. Right. Here, food. After food, which helping verb do you like to use? Do you use are? Or do you use am, or do you use is? Which one is the appropriate one? Can you answer? See, who is correct. See, who is. After the helping verb, because this is present continuous tense, I am preferring who. When it comes to present continuous tense, After the helping verb, when it comes to passive voice, after the helping verb, we should use one more new word, being. Say, who is being? Food is being. The main verb is prepare. Okay, the main verb is preparing. What is the past participle of prepare? The past participle of the word prepare is prepared. Right? Food is being prepared. Say, food is being prepared. After the past participle, what should we use? We should use the preposition by. Okay. This is the subject in this sentence. I is the subject. As I told you in the previous class, when it comes to passive voice, when it comes to active to passive voice, I is changed to me. Suppose we is there, we change to us. Suppose you is there, you change to you. Suppose he is there, he change to him. She change to her, it change to it, they change to them. Right here, I will change to me. Dear students, try to understand. I am preparing food. The meaning of this sentence. Food is being prepared by me. The meaning of this sentence is same. Here, I is the subject. Here, who is the subject? In this sentence, I is the subject. Here, in this sentence, food is the subject. The position of the subject and the position of the object is different. When it comes to the meaning, we have changed from active to passive related to present continuous tense. We have changed from active to passive when it comes to present continuous tense without disturbing the meaning of the sentence. The meaning is not disturbed over here. I am preparing food, the meaning of this sentence. Food is being prepared by me, the meaning of this sentence is same. We have changed from active voice to passive voice without disturbing the meaning of the sentence. Dear children, understand, when it comes to the examination, be careful. There will be a question on active voice. You will be asked to change from active to passive voice. Before you change from active to passive, you should think about the given tense. What is the name of the tense? Okay, think about the tense. Is it present tense, or is it present continuous tense, or is it future tense, or present continuous tense, or past continuous tense, or future continuous tense? You should first decide the name of the tense. After that, think about the helping. Then the verb and past participle like by plus subject. See, I am preparing food. Food is being prepared by me. This is passive voice. This is active voice. This is passive voice. Right. And let's take a look at the second example. If we are making a kite, How do you change from active to passive? This is also present continuous tense. This is active voice. This is affirmative sentence. How do you change from active to passive? See, the same procedure, we should follow the same procedure over here. In the first example, what procedures have you followed? The same procedures you should follow in the second example and in the third example as well. Right. Here, we is the subject, R is the helping verb, making is the name verb, and kite. See, let us change from active to passive. See, a kite, first we should take a look at object. A kite is the object. A kite is not or not am. A kite is. Suppose here the object is in plural number kites. After kites, we should use the appropriate helping verb are. Here the kite is singular. It is in singular form. So that's why we should take a kite is. A kite is being. A kite is being made. Make is changed to made. The third form or the past participle of the verb make is made. A kite is being made by us. We change to us. A kite is being made by us. Dear students, in the second example, what procedures have we followed in the first example? The same procedures we followed in the second example. We have changed from active to passive voice. In the second example, when it comes to second example, the same procedures. What procedure we followed in the first example, the same procedures we followed in the second example. When it comes to active and passive voice related to past continuous tense, present continuous tense, first we should take object, then helping verb, after that being, then main verb, past participle plus by plus subject. Right? See, we are making a kite, the meaning of this sentence, a kite is being made by us, the meaning of this sentence is same. We have changed from active to passive without disturbing the meaning of the sentence. When you change from active to passive, keep in mind the meaning should not be disturbed. If you disturb the meaning, your answer is not to be considered as correct. You need to keep in mind that while changing active to passive voice, active into passive voice, meaning should not be disturbed. Meaning should be the same. While changing active into passive voice, meaning should be the same, meaning should not be disturbed. Once you have changed from active to passive, confirm. Is there any difference between the first sentence and the second sentence? Do you feel something difference? Your answer is not to be considered as correct. So, you need to understand the meaning should not be disturbed while changing active to passive voice. Right? In the first example and the second example, understand the meaning of the two sentences. You think, you decide, you confirm. Do you think, is there any difference in meaning between the first and second sentence? If you feel so, no. Okay, the meaning is same. The first and second sentence, the meaning is same. Here also the same. The meaning of the first and second sentence is same. Here, you have not disturbed the meaning of the sentences. We have changed from one sentence to another sentence without disturbing the meaning of the sentence. Right? Let's move on to the third example. Vijay is answering my question. Vijay is answering my questions. So to change from active to passive voice. Here, we have to find out which is the subject, is the object. My question is the object. Answering is the verb. Is the helping verb. Then Vijay is the subject. Right. Now we have found out object, helping verb, main verb, and subject. Let us change from active to passive voice. See, my questions. Do you think the object is in plural number, my questions, or singular number? My question is singular number. My questions, plural number, right? My questions, after my questions, which appropriate plural we like to use? We like to use am, we like to use are or is. My questions are is correct, my questions is correct, my questions am is correct. Think it. Think about it. Simply don't write the answers. Think and answer. My questions are is correct. Why my questions are is correct? My questions, I write my questions is. Do you agree? No. My questions are is correct. Why are is correct? Because the object is in plural. So my questions are. My questions are is correct. Right? My questions are being. My questions are being. Answering here. The main verb is answering. What is the past participle of the word answer? Answer. Answered. My questions are being answered. After that, what should we take? The questions are being answered by Vijay. Vijay is answering my questions. This is active voice. The passive voice of this sentence is my questions are being asked by Vijay. This is passive voice. You have changed it from one sentence to another sentence without disturbing the meaning of the sentence. Children, these are very, very important grammatical aspects. Being a teacher of English, I have chosen this important grammatical item. When it comes to the examination, most of the students, won't attempt such type of questions. They get less marks in examination, especially in first language or second language or third language. Most of the students won't attempt such questions because of they think that these topics are very, very difficult. I say these topics are not very, very difficult. These are quite easy. Okay, for children, these topics are very, very important and quite easy. If you understand very well, these topics can become very easy. Otherwise, these topics remain difficult. Understand properly. Okay. Let me repeat the answer. The dash wise of this sentence is my questions are being asked by Vijay. Vijay is asking. Jay is answering my questions. This is active voice. The passive voice of this sentence is my questions are being answered. My questions are being answered by Vijay. This is passive voice. We have changed from one sentence to another sentence without disturbing the meaning of the sentence. So keep in mind, understand, and when it comes to such type of the questions, you need to understand and change from active to passive voice. In examination, he will score good marks. He will attempt all questions related to this. Once you mastery over the active and passive voice and the rules, you will be quite comfortable in examination and attempt the questions in an easy way or comfortably. There is no doubt at all, right? And till now, we have studied about the active and passive voice in present continuous tense. Okay, children, now tell me when it comes to past continuous tense, what about future continuous tense? Suppose there is a question related to active voice, present, past continuous tense or future continuous tense. There will be a question in examination, in coming examination, there will be a question on future continuous tense related to active voice or present continuous tense. How do you change from active to passive? Okay, that's a question for you. How do you change? Now you know that how to change from active to passive voice in present continuous tense. What about past continuous tense and what about future continuous tense? How do you answer? Do you have any idea? Okay. Now let's move on to the next tense. That's past continuous tense. Active and passive voice in past continuous tense. At the same, in that tense, we should learn how to change from active to passive voice. Now tell me, how many helping verbs does the past continuous tense have? Do you know? We know the present continuous tense has the three important helping verbs am, is, are. What about the past continuous tense and what about the future continuous tense? In previous class, I told everything, but my job is to remind you. Okay, my job is to remind you. The past continuous tense has the two important helping verbs was, wasn't, were. What about the future continuous tense? The future continuous tense has the two important helping verbs, shall and will. The two important helping verbs, future tense. Past continuous has the two important helping verbs, and the present continuous tense has three important helping verbs. Right? Now, how to change from active to passive voice in past continuous tense? Let me give you an example related to past continuous tense. Then we can understand how to change from active to passive voice. Right. Dear students, may I erase the board? See, one, that device. I was telling a beautiful story. Dear students, try to understand. I'm giving you an example related to past continuous tense. The example is here for you. I was telling a beautiful story. I was telling a beautiful story. This is an example for past continuous tense. This is active voice. This is affirmative tense. How do you change from active to passive voice when it comes to past continuous tense? Just now I have told you the past continuous tense has the two important helping words was and were, right? When it comes to passive voice, how do you change? Before we change from active to passive, we should remember, we should keep in mind what we should find out which is the object, we should find out which is the subject, which is the main word, which is the subject. We should find out these all important aspects first. Then we should change. Then we should go for change, for changing active to passive voice. See, here a beautiful story is the object. The object. Telling is the verb. Was is the helping verb. I is the subject. I is the subject. Was is the helping verb. Telling is the verb. A beautiful story is the object. See, this is an example for past continuous tense. This is only active voice, but not passive voice. How do you change? I was telling a beautiful story to my students. There, my students not written over here. I was telling a beautiful story. How do you change from active to passive voice? Maybe you have some ideas to change from active to passive on the basis of the present continuous tense. The basis of present continuous tense, you have got a lot of ideas to change from active to passive. Okay, let us change. Let us change from active to passive. A beautiful story. First object. What should we take first? We should take object. A beautiful story. Only don't take a story. A beautiful story is just it is a one phrase. A beautiful story. Should not take separately a beautiful story. You should not take separately. A beautiful story is a phrase. Is a phrase. You should take it. Okay. A beautiful story. After a beautiful story, what should you take? What should you use? A beautiful story was, not is. Don't confuse. A beautiful story was is correct, not is correct. Why? Because the given sentence is past continuous tense, but not present continuous tense, but not future continuous tense. A beautiful story is not correct. A beautiful story was correct. After that, we should use being because by being because the tense, the given tense is present past continuous tense. You know, a beautiful story was being. Next, main one. What is the past participle of the verb tell? The past participle of the verb tell is